So what's up, guys? So I got a little bit of a interesting find here, and I saw this guy at my local PetSmart. I was just stopping in to grab like a Pleco for my other tank, and I noticed this dude, and he had 50% off on him. So I was like, oh, like, that's a deal, can't miss out on that. It's a samurai beta, but this guy was in really rough shape, so I realized like he's really underfed. I'll put a picture up in the corner of what samurai bettas are supposed to look like, so I can tell this guy is just extremely like stressed out and really underfed because he's extremely small. I don't think it's a female, just because of how the tail comes under the back fin there. I think he's just really like malnourished, underfed overall. So I'm thinking it's not going to be a female, hopefully. But we're going to put him in a really nice home over here. We got the nice 10-gallon shrimp tank. So this was a shrimp tank. And I mean, there's still some shrimp in here. But something happened while I was away, and a lot of the shrimp died, unfortunately. But we did move a good bit of them out, so they're in a different tank currently. I do need to fill it up with some water, but I'm gonna get that done real quick, and we're gonna get this guy put in. All right, so we got him acclimating here, and you can tell just by looking at him, he is extremely just like stressed out. He does not look good, and his fins look a little beat up. He doesn't look like he has fin rot, but he's pretty beat up. The shrimp tank itself's been doing pretty good. It's a little cloudy. I did just turn the filter on. The filter was off for a little bit, so it clouded it up a bit. And there is like there's some water on here, so I just poured water in. But there is some like dead roots from this god-forsaken duckweed, man. I try to get rid of this. Nothing works. You remove it, comes right back, bro. You got to get every single piece. Other than that, remove that here and there. And it grows so quickly too. But yeah, this stuff's doing really good. This is like some Rotala, something. Some more Rotala back there. There's like an Anubis. So Anubis is up here. Nothing crazy. These Crips are doing actually very nice. These are Crypticorn Tropica, something like that. But this is there's no CO2 in this tank. This is pretty low tech. I never do water changes on this tank, believe it or not, which is probably why my shrimp died. Now the shrimp died because I was on a trip and the water level got too low and the filter cut out, so the water just got dirty, unfortunately. But I do recommend at least one water change every 2 weeks to a month. You can get away with that. This tank I'll probably do once a month, just because, or actually I'll probably do once every 2 weeks, just until this guy gets, where he's supposed to be. See, look, he's trying to eat his own poop right now. He's starving. But this will be a really great environment for him. Lots of plants. Lots of little hiding spaces. There are still some shrimp, actually. There's one back there. So the shrimp population's not completely dead. And he might eat them. I don't really care. I have a different shrimp tank at this point. It's not a big deal. And that's probably what we're going to do. I don't know if we're going to put any other fish in here with him. If it turns out he is a female, does a little gender change on me, which I don't think he is. I think it's marked as a male and it looks like a male. But if it turns out it's a female, then I'm just gonna make this like a Betta, female Betta tank, and I'll stick maybe like 2 more female Bettas in here, and that'll be that. It'll look nice because you can put female Bettas together. If it turns out he's a male, I won't get any other Bettas for this tank, and I'll probably just throw like some schooling fish, maybe like some neons or something like that. You know, nothing crazy, something calm. But you know, it's only a 10-gallon, so. Now, I wouldn't recommend putting a Betta in anything bigger than a 10-gallon because they actually don't like large spaces. Like putting a Betta in like a 55-gallon or a 20-gallon. A 20-gallon might work out for you, but they prefer like a 5 to 10-gallon because it's like their territory. And if you do like a big tank, like a 20-gallon, and you know there's a bunch of other fish in there, it stresses them out. So I tend not to do well with Bettas in large tanks, but you don't want to go too small either. Like I've seen people run like a 1/2 gallon tank, and it's embarrassing. You know, it's pathetic because Bettas, popular to contrary belief, don't just come from puddles. You know, they come from swamps and stuff like that. So they have, you know, more open like environment than people think. But you can't put any fish in 1/2 gallon. Like those little fish bowls, like nothing's meant for those. I mean, you've seen online, like, or you see sometimes online, they'll make like a little ecological sphere or whatever, and they throw like some shrimp in there. But other than that, like you can't keep a fish and expect it to be healthy in a really, really small aquarium. It just doesn't work. So hopefully this guy gets up to full health here. I'm going to throw him in here real quick. He's been acclimating for probably like 20 minutes now. And I'll be right back. All right, so we got him up in here, and he immediately kind of went hide over there. I won't feed him for the first day or two, even though he is obviously like malnourished. And that's just not to like stress him out. A lot of people will just, you know, throw food in there right away, and it'll actually stress the fish out because they're not used to the water, and their gut microbes and everything aren't like just like built up for whatever you're feeding them. So yeah, feeding them in the first day or two can stress them out. I don't recommend it. I'll probably just feed him tomorrow. Let him get used to his tank here. He's kind of hiding back there, checking it out. And yeah, I'll probably do a little update on this guy. I don't know, in like 2 weeks to a month, just show you guys how he's doing. If you guys have any ideas for names, leave it down below. And that's gonna be all.